Well, hello everyone, and thank you for coming into the creditjungle.com today and our website 8aboveappraisal.com. This is George Andersen.
George of the jungle, strong as he can be.
And, we're living in a very interesting time right now as far as our financial markets. And that's, I think the name, the Credit Jungle, is probably a very accurate description of what's going on right now. If you're a seller, and if you've attempted to sell your home in the last little bit, you realize that you're probably not going to be able to get into the price range of what people were getting just a couple of years ago when house prices were up and interest rates were low. Well, we've seen a shift in the market, and it's happened in a very compressed amount of time. I've been in the mortgage business since 1989, and we've seen times when rates have gone up and we've seen times when rates have gone down. But what's been unique about this is the amount of time in which the rates have more than doubled. I mean, we've gone from below 3% to above 7% in less than 2 years, and that's just a shock to the market. But if you're selling your home right now, or if you've attempted to do that, and even if you're just poking around out of curiosity's sake to see what the information is here, let me just explain a little bit about how you as a seller can become a bank. And there's going to be lots of legal questions. There's going to be questions about the due on sale clause. What happens if the buyer trashes my house? What's my legal liability if I'm not living there? These are questions that can all be answered in time, but I want everyone to understand that, first of all, these transactions close at a title company with an attorney, not just an escrow officer, because we have legal documents that are drafted here. These are drafted by an attorney, and they spell out and indemnify the roles and responsibilities of the buyers, the sellers, and everybody that's involved in the transaction. Secondly, these types of transactions are recognized and referenced in the FHA, the VA, and the conventional underwriting guidelines. And they don't say that, oh, if you sold your house on seller finance, that we're going to come and take your home. No, it just says, here's how you deal with a buyer or a potential seller who wants to buy their house this way and then refinance it, or a seller who has sold their home on this type of transaction and then wants to purchase another one. The guidelines just give instructions and say, okay, here's our situation, well, here's how we deal with it. So the fact of the matter is, and we've talked about this before, is that you as a seller, if you have got an interest rate that is below market level, and just realize the further that you're below market level, the more price that you can demand for your home, you have a second financial asset with your home. Your low interest rate mortgage is not a liability. In this market right now, it's an asset. And the purpose of this website is to just kind of give you a little stencil of what your home value might be worth, and not only to get more cash when you sell your home, but also to get more cash flow, which is something that you can never get on a traditional transaction because, well, your home's paid off. So under these circumstances, you can actually become a bank. And there are wonderful buyers out there. Many of them have, $50,000, $100,000. Some of them just closed a transaction not too long ago where the buyer had $250,000 to put down on a property. So these buyers are out there, but a lot of them are a little shy about borrowing money at 7+% interest. But you as a seller can offer something that the banks cannot. So go ahead and fill out some information. If you have some questions, my phone number is on here. Give me a call and I'll explain how this works and how you can benefit on the sell side, but also on the purchase of your next home. Thanks for coming into the creditjungle.com. This is George Andersen, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. Have a great day.
George of the jungle, strong as he can be.